Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down, and what'll be a gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action. Love to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. On the option, Love will hang on to it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
After the penalty, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Love from the gun. Return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to run now. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Big play there on the option. 64 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Third and long for Love. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he
is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tanner Hughes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Waller out left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Love going to keep it on the option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Gain on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Love. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Love. And this is caught at the 8. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Love. And they will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 13. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right now the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Their own 42-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Off the play fake, Love. Airing one out for Crowder. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Love looking to throw it. This is the tight end fan. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there. 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
These guys big time And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Again, it's Love. And he will find his man on the outside.
Love's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Back at the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Love now on second down. And the Raiders have got him.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers Chargers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to Gafford. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Following the interception, Love setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Love, they go play action now. Airing one out, and this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking for the end zone. And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of